Here we go. There we go. Post show. Pre show. Post show. Yeah. So. I can't. I'll have to pull it up on my phone. Did we get a new Twitch Prime subscription? Yes, we did. He gets his colors back. Blue. It's just the reusable bottle. Yeah, those are the two waters. Anything else you start like I know Lindsay can't drink Aquafina at all. Yes, 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 Jack. It is a nice stream overlay. Can't hear penguin. That is true. That does not seem to be coming through. What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. I fail. It is. No. Hold on. How about now? Can you guys say something? Oh shit, now I can't hear you. Goddamn voice meter. They're talking and I can't hear them. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. There we go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, can you? Can you?
I can hear you, and it looks
We can
like
see all kinds of discordness in your life there, friend.
Yeah.
All those credit card numbers.
Oh yeah, so many credit card numbers.
It's good. Good.
Oh yeah, he's gonna expose the DMs and then I'm gonna see how bad they're talking shit about me.
I did not click on any DMs.
Anyway.
Thank you very much.
Anyways, the pre-show conversation was how a lot of bottled water is garbage, and how I only drink like either Fiji or Smart Water or like spring water overall is okay. But what I was gonna say before Mike figured out that none of y'all could hear us was that the school that I work at, they provide like the water coolers for teachers, and they use the Nestle Pure Life water.
Mm-hmm.
Except in this area on that water, it says bottled using Pasadena Municipal Water Supply. Pasadena is one of the cities around here that's full of chemical plants.
Hmm. Yum.
So I'm drinking it in hopes that one day I get superpowers.
There you go.
I mean,
Or-
I'm already
or-
pretty super.
or at least a
I'm already
third
pretty
eye.
super. Yeah, right? Just right here.
Do.
Oh man.
Oh man, indeed.
Oh,
So so this is like what, episode 50 now that we're starting?
12.
Hmm.
Checks
We made it
out.
to a dozen.
A dozen episodes of this. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Next week, who's gonna yell Baker's dozen?
Nobody. That's not our joke.
I
Stop it.
don't care. It's from Beyond, and that's what I liked that.
I shot down your
I
Beyond.
mean, the Beyond joke would be to have been yelling it after every episode number,
That's true. That is true.
or you saying how many stories there are.
I mean, we
I
could.
shot down your Beyond joke way back when. I'll shoot down your Baker's Dozen joke just as quickly. We're not sponging off of other more famous podcasts. We're doing our own mediocre thing here.
But that makes us more mediocre because we have to sponge off of somebody.
So we'll just start yelling a half a dozen.
Half a dozen!
Half a Baker's dozen. That means you get 6 donuts and then one that the guy ate before he gave it to you.
Every number that isn't 13. I thought about putting on my unicorn hat for the podcast today. I'm still thinking about putting on my unicorn hat for the podcast today. Hold on. I got this. Before we do anything, I'm gonna take you all. We're gonna go behind the veiled curtain here, and you can see the program that we use to record the podcast while I disappear for a moment.
Oh Christ!
He went to go get the hat.
I didn't have to go very far. The hat's on my shelf. It's right here.
Okay. He's just trying to do it as like a surprise thing. I got so much to do today.
That's a good hat.
I mean, I could just do this.
And I'm still tired. Oh, there's 2 mics.
I have
Oh, I love
now
it.
become Mr. Penguin.
That's
Please,
boring.
please buy
That's
all of your
really
things
boring.
at Pengmart.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. There we go. I love it.
Oh man.
Buy all things at Pengmart. Pengmart loves you.
Oh yeah, don't forget we gotta sit there and we're gonna have to record one where we're in the Minecraft realm.
I thought about pulling that up too. I had a moment.
We gotta make the recording booth.
Do we insert fake sponsors?
Pengmart.
This episode brought to you by Pengmart.
Sure,
All
why not?
episodes brought to you by Pengmart.
All right,
I
do we
mean,
wanna start?
we got Debit Core and we got whatever Iron calls his stupid
Iron
boat
Ship.
business.
Iron Shipyard and Pier.
You need a better name.
Iron Shipyard.
No.
Iron Butterfly.
Now
I'll
if
think
it
about
was
it.
now if you did something like the Iron Pier or something like that.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
tell you
clever.
that I feel like I have exponentially increased my joy at looking at the Discord screen in front of me by putting the Lunar Castaways chat directly over my own face. Great.
Good job.
You just tell me when we're ready to start recording.
We can
I'm here.
go ahead and start.
I am hitting
All right.
record now.
I'm recording. We're recording.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. Oh, did he
Ooh.
break it? break
It's
it?
not going through my.
He broke it. God damn it.
Hold on.
This is why we can't have nice things. Mike breaks the audio. Iron breaks the audio.
There we go. Now it's picking it up.
Oh,
It was picking it up through here again for some reason, like it switched over.
3,
I don't
2,
really know
1.
why.
Okay, did you have something bad?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. That works.
Very nice. Close enough. You
Close
can tell
enough.
the latency between us.
Close enough.
We're in real time. It's not so much real time on the stream.
Yeah.
Always. All right, Iron. Let's go.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 12. We have made it to a dozen.
I don't
So
have enough
welcome.
fingers for this.
Gotta break out the toes. So, welcome to episode 12 of the Lunarcast, a new class. I am your host, Iron. With me, as always, is Mike. How are you doing
Hello,
today?
I am good.
And we have our new LCW champion for the summer, Mr. Penguin of twitch.tv/Mr. Penguin Von Penguin.
True story. I beat Jacket in a ladder match, and now I'm the best.
He is our champion for the summer. We had our last show for the, what we're just going to say, season yesterday.
Because
Saturday.
Mike lets his wrestlers take a break, unlike other companies.
Oh, shots fired.
Question. When this comes back, when Lunar Castaways Wrestling comes back, right? Because of the break, will I technically have the longest title reign?
No.
What's the longest?
That was quick.
Now?
I think
Probably Tim.
I think it's Tim. I'd have to go back in game to look, but the game in-game time will not be advancing while we are on break.
I don't care about the in-game time. I care about real-world time.
Well,
I'm talking about bragging rights. I'm talking about like I'm the champ. I've been the champ for 3 months.
No.
I'm gonna go with yes. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
So yeah, yesterday, Saturday, was our last day of LCW for the summer. We were going on a break to allow people to have a life on Saturday mornings again, Saturday afternoons. And poor Mike doesn't have to sit in front of a computer, and he can change the disc in his PlayStation again.
I can actually play different games.
Yes.
You know what's weird is I've been actively contemplating picking up WWE 2K19. They have the deluxe edition at Best Buy now for $40.
I mean, it's good. I haven't really played much of the single player stuff, but it's fun. If you're into wrestling, I would suggest picking it up.
Yeah.
I'll take that under advisement.
So we're gonna dive into the news. A lot of little small stories. Penguin says he has a couple. Mike, did you say you had a couple or no?
I mean, I got one.
Okay. Well, I know what yours is.
Oh yeah, I guess that's kind of topic of the show. That's really the big stuff from this week. So we'll let Mike go last.
Yeah. So first up, Ubisoft is trying to wipe out key reselling with silent key activation. Basically, what they're doing, they have teamed up with the digital firm Genba Digital to change its method of selling PC games through third-party stores like Fanatical and Games Republic. The new process is called silent key activation and activates games on platforms like Steam and Uplay automatically rather than giving out codes to retailers and customers. From now on, Ubisoft will only sell games through sites that use SKA. So basically what it's doing is when you go to buy a game, say on Fanatical, you link your Uplay to that, and it'll just activate it through there instead of giving you a code that you could then turn around and resell on, say, CD keys.
Womp womp womp.
So that's basically what it's doing.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of linking my my game launchers to websites per se. That would probably drive me to buy any and all Ubisoft games directly from Ubisoft.
Pretty much. I mean, it's just
Ubisoft knows what they're doing here.
They do. They know what they're doing. I mean, granted, I think that means like a site like CD
I'd be
keys
okay.
might get hurt a little bit. G2A
Well,
should get hurt.
G2A can just get fucked.
Yeah, they should get hurt. They should just disappear. So
Uh,
I'm okay with them going down.
I'm okay with the idea of doing it through with Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
Because I'm at this point pretty trusting of Humble Bundle and what they do.
Yeah.
And I like to buy.
premium
I like to
game.
buy from them because what they do, like the charitable donations. So.
Yeah. Like the two sites I use a lot is like Humble Bundle and Green Man Gaming. Those I'm okay with. Anything
use
else,
GMG.
I'd probably
I like GMG.
Yeah.
GOG is good. Get those DRM free games.
Yeah.
True story.
But yeah,
what
so
else you got? Because that's pretty quick.
yeah. Epic exclusives Borderlands 3 and Metro Exodus are now in the Humble store. So Epic's kind of announced a deal with Humble to where you can buy their games through the Humble store and everything. So instead of, I know people don't want to buy games off of Epic, like the exclusives like Borderlands 3 now and Metro and things like that. Instead of buying it on Epic, you can go over to Humble, buy it there. You might get a little, I know sometimes you get the discount in that, especially if you have like the Humble bundle, you're signed up for it. And you'll also be putting money towards charity, I guess. I mean, Epic's still going to get their money, but it's just a different way to buy it.
Okay, so in the chat they're asking British Rob is asking the question, isn't Humble IGN? Yes, IGN does own Humble Bundle.
Mm-hmm.
But
they run it as a separate entity.
Yeah, it's a separate entity, and yeah, I'm sure like there's a little bit of pressure that IGN can exert. They are still kind of the biggest name in games media, but yeah, so I'm sure they exert some pressure. But I don't know. This is kind of fine just because Mike doesn't have to give his credit card number to Epic. I know he's pretty opposed to that.
I'm pretty sure he's already done it.
Get
the numbers.
Not that dumb.
And honestly, like you can just do the add non-Steam game thing and launch it through Steam anyway.
Yeah.
You just won't have Steam achievements.
Big whoop.
Well, but sometimes that's a little annoying too because it like I think I've tried that with like Ubisoft games before where I add the non-Steam game and then it launches the launcher and then you still have to potentially launch the game through that.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird.
So it just all depends. I mean, honestly, I'm of two thoughts on this. I want, like, especially with Borderlands, which we'll talk about later. I want them all in the same spot, but at the same time, it's just another launcher. It's not really that big of a deal. And honestly, I think Epic, even though their features aren't there, they're treating developers better.
That's true. I think really people's biggest problem with Epic right now is that they're paying money to snatch up exclusives. And I mean, this is not an uncommon practice. I mean, there's all kinds of like things where they're like, oh, well, it's exclusive to here for this amount of time. I mean, hell, there's actually rumors out there right now that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be a 1-month exclusive on PS5.
I'm just saying that would be nuts. I'm kind of.
That would be a system seller.
That would be huge for PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I mean the whole exclusive thing. Yeah,
and yes, I would buy it.
yeah, it's annoying, but at the same time, it's who. If you were running a game development studio and Epic came in and they said, hey, we're not only going to give you more revenue share, but we'll give you X amount of dollars to only sell on our store.
I mean, I would gladly go sell my shit on the Epic store. So.
Yeah, I would too.
Also, Rob said that he can tell you how to fix that double launch problem. Catch him off stream.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. So yeah, and so continuing with Epic, one of the other really big stories out of the week, Epic has bought Psyonix, the makers of Rocket League. They let's see, Epic announced its latest purchase in a press release Wednesday. The acquisition will officially be complete at the end of May or early June, and Psyonix will continue to bring the full Rocket League experience across all platforms to all current and new players all over the world. This will, however, mean some changes to the Steam version. Rocket League will come to the Epic Store in late 2019. Until then, it will remain on sale on Steam. After that point, it'll still be supported, but they have not said whether it will. Well, the article says it says whether or not Rocket League will remain on Steam, but it's already kind of been confirmed that it will be pulled off of Steam.
Well, right. I mean,
Well-
they've said it's already going to be an Epic exclusive once they get that all set up.
Yeah, so it'll
but-
still be updated if you own it on Steam. But
which, I mean, that's all anyone can really ask for.
yeah, at that
Um,
point, it's like at least just keep updating my game.
Now,
So I
go ahead, Penguin.
I know that they're taking it and they're making Rocket League an Epic exclusive. What I want to know is if Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket powered Battle Cars is going to be an Epic exclusive from now on.
Ooh, that would be.
You know, the game that started it all.
Wasn't that a PlayStation exclusive? Though?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't that one of those like PSP minis or something?
No, it was on like PS3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was like the game that started. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. Like you were saying, they're still going to get the updates for Steam. They're not cutting Steam out of the loop completely. They're just not going to be able to purchase it from there.
It was very similar, kind of, when Microsoft bought Mojang. They bought them and everything. And everybody was like, "What's going to happen to the PlayStation version? What's going to happen to this? Are they going to stop supporting it and everything?" No, they're going to continue to support it. They're going to continue to put it out and everything. Minecraft, like, Rocket League isn't Minecraft big, but it's still big. And it'll still exist, and it's still going to get its updates and everything. It's just another company owns it who happens to have a platform, and they want it sold on their platform.
And the one thing, when I heard this story, the one thing that kind of clicked in my brain is that it makes perfect sense for Epic to buy them, because out of all of the developers, Psyonix has been the one most vocal about wanting crossplay.
Yeah.
And with Rocket League, and Epic can probably make that happen.
Epic's got the power to make it happen at this point.
I think we all know the truth here. The truth here is that Psyonix is actually deep in the development of Rocket League 2.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And Rocket League 2 is going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive. They're going to continue to support Rocket League 1, and then when Rocket League 2 comes out, you're not going to be able to get it on Steam at all, and that's where the money's going to come in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I can see that.
Just wait for the Rocket League 2 announcement at E3 this year.
Yeah, I think they'll continue to fully support Rocket League until they end of life it for both Steam and Epic. But then, like you said, Rocket League 2 will be the Epic Store exclusive. You can only get it there, and obviously on consoles and stuff like that. But
let's put that in the list of is Penguin psychic things. Rocket League 2 announced at E3 or during E3 time frame.
There we go.
Add it to the list.
If you're right, that's great.
Add it to the list, kids.
Next up, PlayStation Plus games haven't been announced for May. You can get Overcooked and What Remains of Edith Finch. Overcooked is kind of a dated game at this point. It's not that it's bad. It's that, Overcooked 2 has come out. Most people have already bought Overcooked or Overcooked 2.
yeah,
This point.
overall, very very meh selection.
It's a very
this month.
They're good games. It's just they're, most people that wanted them have already played them in that. And
Right.
I'll download What Remains of Edith Finch if I don't already own it. I actually might own it already.
Well,
Um,
and surprisingly, I've run into the problem now where I'm like, oh, What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm like, I can get that through Game Pass, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think it is on Game Pass.
So,
Yeah. So now you're getting to that point where like, well, shit, Game Pass is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I think Sony
I
needs
mean, I
to
was already
kinda
at that point, but
Yeah, I think Sony needs to step up. Just at like they've taken away PS3 games, they've taken away Vita games. They haven't really said anything about VR games. They did say that VR games would be added to this, like when VR came out. And after a while, they were like, we're gonna have a VR game sit there for 3 months or so. They haven't really put any. It's just these two games anymore.
and
They're
so
Everything else is gone.
I don't know if you've tried the big VR game like that they put on there if you had or if you download the big game for VR that Sony put up for free was Rigs.
oh, God.
Yeah,
I think I did.
And that game is vomit inducing.
Yeah, I
for
think I tried that
me.
once, and I was like, nope, not for me.
Like if you don't use the head movement to turn your rig, it's really clunky. But if you do use the head movement to turn your rig, it's like so it's like
bad.
yeah,
No,
it's
Uh,
you have to
they
be like
just-
incredibly like I have an iron stomach and rigs messes with me.
That's pretty bad. I don't know. I want to see Sony be doing more. This is just I understand that they're deep in the development of the PS5. I understand that they're trying to do other things and pinch pennies, but I mean people are paying $60 for this service and now you're only giving two games. Like the PlayStation Plus, the
But
free games was the big seller.
but the games isn't the point is you pay for the multiplayer. The games are
Extra
yeah, the games are like the
bonus.
cherry on top of the
Yeah.
Right.
of
I mean,
don't
that's
know.
the same with Xbox Live. You pay for the online, and the 4 games that Microsoft gives you a month is just, bonus.
Yeah,
well,
I don't know. It's,
honest Xbox is gonna is doing the smart move where with bundling
Both of the
Game
services.
Pass
Yeah.
with Xbox Live. That's incredible. Like maybe Sony needs to contemplate adding PS Now to the PS Plus subscription and actually making PS Now more worth a damn.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I know PlayStation Now because I read an article. I don't have it pulled up or anything, but I did read an article. PlayStation Now is actually growing very well comparatively to what it was, and they've added features to where you can now download games to where you're offline. You're not streaming them anymore.
You can download PS4 games.
And the PS2 games that were updated for PS4.
Yeah. You can't do the PS3 games and download those. Those have to stream because of the
Thanks, cell processor.
structure. The cell
Yeah,
processor from the
They shot themselves in the foot with that one.
Yeah, that was a dumb move on their part. As far as just development goes and architecture goes, but
Yeah, that's more of an architecture mistake, not and then it's just screwed them for the future kind of thing. Think about
you
it.
have a
when
whole
they-
you have a whole generation of games that can either only be streamed or you have to own the console.
or
whereas Xbox-
or PlayStation has to remake them completely.
Yeah. Whereas Xbox is like, yeah, we can just drop these games in here. We can just make it backwards compatible, and then we can drop them on the Game Pass, and they'll work just fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I will say this, like my gaming history, as far as this goes, was very much like as a kid, it was Nintendo, NES, and then we got a Sega. But Sega was awesome. Shout out to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mhm.
I wanna
God,
check
those
it.
Sonic games back on Sega were dope. And then we went back to Nintendo. My brother bought a Nintendo 64. But then PlayStation, PS1, right?
Yep.
PS2 was there. But then I ended up buying like an Xbox 360 Elite, and I was Xbox for a while.
Yeah, mine's
my-
all over the place too.
And then I got a PS4 or PS3 and then a PS4, but I got the Xbox free. And I will tell you this, at this point in time, just based on the services that you can get, like obviously Sony has better exclusive games, but on overall service, I feel like Microsoft's killing it, even though they're behind in sales. And they've been changing their things because they're behind in sales. It's all been good consumer moves.
Yeah, I would agree, and even the fact that the X does 4K, like games perform better in 4K on the One X. than the PS4 Pro.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
mine's been all over the place too. I went from an Atari 2600
We had
to
Intellivision way back in the day.
to an NES. Then from NES, I went to a PlayStation, PS2. Then,
You just skipped a whole generation, huh?
oh yeah, and then I got after the PS2, I got an Xbox and a GameCube. And
Oh, I had a
then
GameCube.
and then
GameCube was awesome.
from there I've had pretty much every system. We had a Wii U, but we didn't use it that much. But I've had every, home system, but during the 360 era, PS3 era, 360 was my primary until later on in the life, and then I switched over to PS3, and then I started with a PS4 this generation. It's kind of been my primary, but now that I have a 1X and a nice TV, and Game Pass and all that stuff, it's kind of converting me back over to the Microsoft side.
And this late in the cycle, I've been leaning more towards Microsoft. I mean, it's enough where I'm seriously sitting here thinking to myself, when these next consoles launch, because I always end up with them all at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But when these next consoles launch, if they launch in a similar time frame to each other, it's completely possible I'll get the new Xbox first next time, and that's like crazy to me.
Right. Well, and that and for something like Sea of Thieves, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Penguin, but now that they have like the kind of the single player story in there, I could pick that up on either my PC or my Xbox, right?
Yeah, it's cross progression.
So the fact that the Xbox, the Play Anywhere, the first party Microsoft titles are also on PC, and the save just syncs between them, that to me is more appealing than having to run two different, game saves.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I love how this went off the rails. It always goes off the rails. We always end up on something else when we talk about this. I don't even remember what we were originally talking about.
These were the PlayStation Plus games.
Oh yeah.
You guys went on a Microsoft thing, and I'm sitting over here going like, I've never owned a Microsoft console ever.
You might need to jump on the train.
Mm-mm.
That's a true fanboy.
They have a SteelSeries headphones now for the Xbox.
Got that. No, okay. So here's my my parents had an NES, then they had an SNES. When we were older, a couple years older, my sister got an N64 and I got a PlayStation. She barely touched the N64. I eventually basically ended up with it. And then very late in the life of the PlayStation 2 is when I got it. I didn't get a PlayStation 2 until like 2004.
Oh, jeez. That's the year before the 360 came out.
Yeah, it was very late in its life because we just didn't really have the money in that. And then I had happened to do a couple $100, and I was like, I'm finally getting a PS2. And then from there, I went to PlayStation 3 in like 2009. I got the slim model, and then I got a PlayStation 4. And it's not that I don't like Xbox games, it's just PlayStation has always had the games that I've wanted more. Like PlayStation 2, the reason I went with it over an Xbox was it had Ace Combat 4. And I loved Ace Combat 4. Like I played it on my cousin's PS2, and I was like, I want to play that.
I mean back then that made sense because there were more. I think there was more exclusivity back then than there is now.
Would you like to know what's one other thing? Like generally, I prefer the PlayStation controller. I like the design better. It feels better to me. And then I got this.
Beautiful.
And this changed my mind about a lot of things.
It's so weighty.
It's a little bit smaller profile overall than the regular Xbox controller, and I'll be damned if these back paddles aren't life-changing for gaming. Oh god, the Switch Pro controller also fantastic.
I do like the Switch Pro controller.
That's sitting over on my.
Hold on. Good. Bad.
Oh god,
Good.
this
Bad.
the Switch Puppy Joy-Con grip. Oh god, I hate the Switch Puppy grip.
Yeah. No, I mean the DualShock, like this upgraded DualShock, like the 4 compared to the 3 is a lot better. The 3 was
Oh yeah,
extremely light, felt very fragile and everything, and it was small. Like this is much bigger. They actually did
You know,
whatever, they put them in concave, triggers and everything.
you
So
know what's fun? Picking up a DualShock 4, then going to a DualShock 3, and then going to just the normal 6-axis controller and feeling like you're gonna throw it across the room.
I
Because
don't even have it.
if people don't
Access.
remember, when the PlayStation 3 first came out, the controller didn't have rumble in it.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't. It was
Yeah.
they ripped out the rumble.
I've
Yeah, no love for the
British
controller.
Rob, I do have a Steam controller. It is just upstairs with my Steam Link.
I don't have one, but
and I will
everybody tells me they're fantastic.
I will say it depending on the game, it is nice. So if you're playing a game that has like a mouse cursor, fantastic, because it's just like a touchpad. If you're playing a first-person shooter, it's okay because you can switch it to what they call the high precision configuration, which is essentially the right touchpad acts like a mouse ball or a trackball or whatever. So you're essentially just swiping your thumb to move different directions. If you're playing something like a flight sim where you really need 2 sticks, then it's pretty much hot garbage. But yeah, I mean, the Steam controller is cool. You can have all different kinds of configurations and all that kind of stuff.
Like for me, the other big thing for me is the offset sticks. Like I use the taller stick on my right thumb for movement, and I have a shorter stick on the left.
Yeah.
For turning the camera on the right side, you know?
I would say even if you're just a PC gamer, the Xbox Elite controller is probably hands down the best controller I've ever.
I won't deny that. I don't have the money to sit there and go out and buy an Elite controller just for my PC.
You just got since you're so much of a PlayStation boy. You just got to go get that new Astro controller that's fucking horrendously ugly. But apparently it works pretty good, but it's horrendous.
The one thing I will say about the Elite controller that I wish Microsoft would let us do is for your back paddles, which I don't have mine on right now, I wish they would let you customize the mapping.
Yeah.
So like if I wanted to have a mapping where one of the paddles was a keyboard key instead of a controller key, that would be nice. I understand not being able to do that on the Xbox, but if I'm using it on a PC, they should let me do that.
Right.
That would be really nice. Anyways, we've been off on a rant. What's next, Iron? You got more stories?
Yep. Next up, Pokemon Sword and Shield is being developed with an emphasis on portability. Basically, because a lot of people, when they first announced kind of Sword and Shield, people were like, are they going to, stick with Let's Go? Are they going to kind of keep that idea anyway? Nobody was really sure, but in an earnings call, Pokemon Let's Go and Pikachu were released in November, are designed to highlight the fun of Nintendo Switch and TV mode. Pokemon Sword and Shield are being developed to emphasize the fun of playing the Switch in handheld mode. We want the games to be played not only in longtime PlayStation or Pokemon fans, but also by consumers whose first encounter with the series was on a dedicated video platform. Basically, it's going back to its handheld roots. Very similar to how the last ones were with the battles and everything like that, the random encounters, all that stuff. So
yeah, but I don't know why that's a shock. Everybody knew that the Let's Go was its own thing.
Yeah, the only thing
they said that the mainline game was gonna be back to the RPG mechanics that we're used to.
Yeah, the only thing I kind of wanted from the Let's Go into the new one would be Pokemon in the overworld.
And yeah. But they haven't said that they're not going to be there.
That's true, but then you could pick and choose like I get it. Like you have to go around and grind out, instead of like catching and everything, you still have to grind out battles. But maybe you're looking for a certain Pokemon in that, and you don't need to grind out. You don't have to sit there and you can just avoid them instead of.
That was always my problem with Final Fantasy games, and I mean basically any JRPG is I just don't like random encounters. So
Yeah.
give me something on the overworld that says, hey, if I go there, I'm gonna get into a battle, and if I want to get into a battle, I'll go over there.
I think it's funny that Pokemon is like the only RPG Iron is like, all right. All other RPGs, he's like, no, fuck that shit. But Pokemon, he's like,
Yeah,
mhm.
Mass Effect,
Granted,
no, fuck that.
the new the Project Z, the Dragon Ball Project Z game.
Is that
I'm all for
piquing
that
your
one.
interest?
Yes, it is.
All right. That's
Um,
good.
yeah.
Not my thing with Pokemon too is that like let me tell you, like they may say that they're building this for the portability of the Switch. Like, oh man, we want this in portable. Squirrel? Squirrel?
No, it's. I was like, who the hell's cutting yard? It's.
uh but I have played old school Pokemon games on console through the use of like the Super Game Boy and stuff on like Super Nintendo. And it just works. And I'm very excited to be able to sit down, put my Switch in the dock, grab my Pro controller, and fucking play Pokemon. Because it should
Nope,
work
didn't
just
work.
fine. It should work just fine. Simply because it's just going to be the basic buttons anyway. So just be able to have that controller in my hand and just lay on my couch and play Pokemon on my big TV. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
But I'm also glad they're going back to the
This-
battle
this-
mechanics for the mainline games.
Yeah,
This-
it'll be pretty good.
This might be my first Pokemon game since Yellow.
Damn. The
That's
only
worse.
generation I missed out on was Sun and Moon because I didn't have a 3DS anymore.
Probably a good idea. I played part of Sun and Moon, or at least part of Sun, and it was just like I'm like, this is boring. Like,
They did bring in something to me that I really liked, and that was taking Pokemon from other regions and being like, by the way, if they're in somewhere else, they can evolve a different way.
yeah,
I love that.
I'm
I love
against
the
that.
Alolan form idea.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That was pretty good. Next up, Concerned Ape. If you don't know who that is a creator of Stardew Valley, who is
Not to be confused with Grape Ape, the cartoon character.
That's true. But he has kind of gone on his, I want to say on his own, because he was always on his own, but he kind of, he's not dealing with Chucklefish anymore for development. He has announced the 1.4 update from upcoming. He shared a screenshot on Twitter. He says, "Hey everyone, just want to share the screenshot from the upcoming 1.4 update. It's a big one, and this image only reveals a fraction of what's coming. Featured here is a new farm map called Four Corners that's perfect for the much requested separate money option in multiplayer." So it's a new.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So it's basically it's a section to where it's gonna split them up a little bit better. There's gonna be like four. It's
Four Corners.
Everybody's gonna have, it's gonna be one big farm, but everybody's gonna have their own little section, and you're not gonna have to share the goddamn money anymore.
I'm gonna look because there was something else I read about this.
Guys, we've evolved past this. We're in the Minecraft world now.
Well, yeah.
Stardew Valley's still a great chill out game too, though.
It is.
It is.
It is.
So let me see. It does have to do with the co-op. So actually, what it is, if I'm not mistaken, everybody actually gets their own farm and their own things. I think they
I mean,
still
that-
share the village. They
that
still
would make
share the
sense.
mine. They share the mines. They share the village and everything, but everybody gets their own.
So
farms.
it'll be like a StarCraft map where you have a person in each corner.
Kind,
You know what this means?
kind of.
You know
I
what
think
this
it's
means,
bigger.
Mike, right?
Competitive Stardew.
The blocky League of Evil becomes the farming League of Evil, and we start raiding everyone's crops.
Oh my god. The update will be on PC first, and then it'll slowly move its way to console and mobile devices.
Dope. I like it.
Yep. And then the last of my little stories is more of a video that was shared a number of times throughout the Discord over the course of the week. And it has to do with our Minecraft. This poor
Press
guy.
F to pay respects.
Press F to pay respects. This poor guy, Philza Watson, has been playing the same Minecraft survival game for 5 years on permadeath mode. And on stream, yeah, it's in hardcore mode, which erases the entire world as soon as you die. And for all those years, he'd stayed alive, running around and fighting monsters. He died. He finally died at the hands of a baby zombie that
Fucking
killed him.
burns.
Like, well, it says that he was killed by a spider, but it was a baby. It was a baby zombie that really did all the damage. He's already back into a new world and everything. But yeah, he was not happy. He ended up like not streaming. Like he streamed, but he didn't start his new game for like 5 days.
Well, just I mean, just to step back. I mean, just think about if you spent 5 years. Let's say we'll put it in your terms, Iron. Let's say you spent 5 years working on a design for something and you were super proud of it, and then all of a sudden your computer crashed and your hard drive was lost and you lost all record of it.
Yep. That's heartbreaking. It would be. It'd be
Your
absolutely
soul, your soul will be crushed.
Oh man. Yeah. So no, I understand. I understand where he's coming from and everything. So
That's like all those people who went to ITT Tech and were one class away from graduating and the school shut down. Oh, right. Those people were stupid. Never mind. I take that back.
ITT Technical Institute. I can still hear the commercials.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Public service announcement, kids. If your college is advertising on TV, don't go there.
I mean,
So,
I got my bachelor's from University of Phoenix. They advertise online.
Penguin's like,
Oh my.
I mean, technically BG and UT advertising that.
But I mean, University of Phoenix also has like physical campuses too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. There's that.
Well, I mean,
I'm proud of you for getting the
Moving-
bachelor's. Mike.
moving along.
He's
Anyway.
like, God damn it.
Anyways, so we'll hit on mine because Mike only has one thing. I have a couple things. 2 of them are movie related. One of them has to do with PC gaming. I'm gonna bring up the PC gaming one first because I'm going to go and I'm going to do a screen share because I don't know if you saw this, but Razer this week announced a new collection of products.
Oh man.
It is a
How
keyboard,
mu-
a mouse, and a
how-
mouse pad.
How much money am I going to be spending?
Well-
Oh, I thought you were talking about the toaster.
No toasters. No toasters. I'm gonna do a screen
They
share.
introduced a Cylon.
Yes.
The Stormtrooper collection.
Oh, Jesus
Razer?
Christ.
I think it's really cool. I'm never gonna buy it because I don't like the keyboard that doesn't have the number keys on the side. But
Hold
yeah,
on,
so
I'm like-
Wow.
you can get it right now for 10% off when you purchase the complete set together. Or you can purchase them separately when they're back in stock. The keyboard's 100, mouse is 60, and the mouse pad is 35.
I do kind of like the mouse pad, but
have
I
a
wouldn't buy
question.
the mouse.
Who has a mouse pad that big?
A lot of people.
I
A lot of people use those mouse pads. I actually would like to have one. I have a... Now, you're going to be really proud of me, Mike, because even though I've never actually sat down and played these games, right?
Yeah.
That's my mouse pad.
Borderlands.
Oh, I mean,
We still need to play some Borderlands together since I have it installed.
my mouse pad is. Whoop. I mean, this is mine.
See, that's
My whole-
I don't
That's
My
a
whole
mouse
key-
blanket.
like.
My whole keyboard sits on it, and then the mouse is
Like,
on. Will
that's-
go to either side.
That's my mouse pad.
Corsair for the win.
No, yeah, it's like my mouse is on it and everything, but it's nice because, now if Jen sits there and plays on it, like my keyboard sits to the right, my mouse is on the left, so it's really just a squared area. And then if I-
pause.
And then if Jen uses it though, she just slides the keyboard over and moves the mouse. and it's still on the
Fucking
map.
Southpaw. I wanted to show you that because I think it's a pretty cool thing. I think that's going to lead to other collections. They announced it this week. Obviously, yesterday was May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. We also, side note, lost Peter Mayhew this week.
That's sad.
That's
in the
that
chat.
was that hurt my soul a lot.
I am a lefty, Rob.
Yeah.
So there's that. The other bit of news, a couple things from movie. Number one, as of Friday, Avengers Endgame had passed $1.9 billion.
Jesus Christ.
Was set to cross $2 billion before the end of the weekend, putting it about $700 million behind Avatar for first place all time. Keeping in mind that Avatar has had 2 theatrical releases and Avengers Endgame has been out for 2 weeks.
Yep. But if you do adjust for
So
inflation,
crazy.
it's still
It's
gotta
Gone
try
with the
to
Wind.
catch. Yeah, Gone with the Wind is like I think close to 3.
But this is the non-adjusted for inflation list.
So in 2 weeks, Endgame will pass Gone with the Wind.
Yes.
Honestly, the way it's going, it is completely possible that Avengers Endgame will be, even adjusted for inflation, be the highest grossing movie of all time.
And I mean,
$2 billion in 2 weeks.
And you know what? It deserves it.
It does. It's
10,
huge. It's
10 years. No, 11 years.
and 22
20,
movies.
22 movies to build up to this one movie.
It was it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And the last piece of movie news I have, y'all, this makes me so happy because I'm so goddamn worried about this from the time I heard that this movie was coming, even when seeing the trailer come out. The reviews are coming in, and Detective Pikachu is a good movie.
Okay,
yeah.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
IGN has an 8.0 on it. Kotaku is saying it's good. Everybody's saying it's good. The summary of the review for Detective Pikachu from IGN is 8.0. Detective Pikachu mixes humor, heart, and a gloriously rendered Pokemon to deliver a simple yet entertaining time. Y'all, it's a good movie.
You know what?
I'm pretty happy
God
about
bless Ryan Reynolds.
God bless Ryan Reynolds.
I was like, we're talking about this. I don't remember who I was talking about it with, but we're talking about how, for fuck's sake, the people who are making the Sonic movie are fucking up Sonic so badly in his look. Maybe they should have talked to the people making Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because the Pokemon in Detective Pikachu, I'm like, I could see those in the real world.
Yeah, because like in the
Rob,
cartoon and everything, they were, really like smooth, this, that, and the other. And it's like, you have to understand, these Pokemon more than likely actually have fur or skin in that. They're not just all smooth and all that. Like, that's what a lot of people are complaining about. They're like, they look creepy. Like, you really think Jigglypuff looks like a giant gumball?
My brain said yes from the games, and seeing furry Jigglypuff threw me off a little bit. But yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, I'm very happy to know that with the reviews coming in, people are saying yes, it's good. You don't have to be scared of the fact that it was possibly going to be another shitty video game movie.
Yeah, I'll be going to see it. I have some credit on my Fandango account, plus I got a $5 coupon. So
I have 2 movie tickets available on my Cinemark Movie Club. Detective Pikachu is coming out. Nick isn't sure if he wants to see it. I may go see it alone. The other movie coming out this month that I'm going to go possibly see alone is Aladdin.
Yeah, I'll probably
because Nick is really not sold on the live action Disney movies. I'm kind of here for him.
He doesn't want to see Lion King?
He wants nothing to do with Lion King. He's like they put it out in '94 as a cartoon. It was perfect. Don't touch it.
I mean, the same could be said for Aladdin.
Yes.
Really,
it could be. But the same could have been said for Jungle Book, and the Jon Favreau Jungle Book movie was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the live action Beauty and the Beast. They didn't necessarily have to go through and remake that one.
Yeah.
Although the faces on the characters in Beauty and the Beast was a little disturbing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to touch on those because, like, oh man, I I was so scared that Pikachu was going to come out. They were going to be like 2.0, and I was like, "Fuck!" There's only one good 2.0.
And that's Lindsay 2.0.
Exactly. Outside of our 2.0, a 2.0 is a bad thing, mostly. So
Yes. Mike, what you got?
I got so Wednesday, Gearbox had a live stream where they revealed the gameplay for Borderlands 3. And
is it more Borderlands?
it is more Borderlands. It is more Borderlands, but it is better Borderlands. It is it At first I was like, when they announced the game and they're like it's going to be an Epic Store exclusive. I'm like, but it'll be on Steam in April. I'm like, I could probably wait until April to get it on Steam. And then I watched the gameplay reveal and I'm like, I'm probably going to get it on day one cuz let's be honest. It's Borderlands. It's awesome. So the big changes that they've made, I'm operating off of memory here. So the characters, the way it worked before is each character had a one specific action skill. So I've been playing Borderlands 1 as the hunter. He has this bird called Bloodwing that he can send out, and it'll damage enemies and pick up stuff and all that stuff. Some of them have turrets, some of them have, magical casting abilities. There's one that's a berserker. He just goes and punches things. So, but when you picked your character, you had that one action skill, and then you had 3 different skill trees to kind of go down to modify your character. In Borderlands 3, they've kind of updated that to where you still have your different skill trees, but each skill tree has its own action. So they showed the Siren and the, I don't know what they're exactly calling him, character named Zane. So Zane, his action skills, he's actually got 3. I think he might actually have 4. I don't remember for sure, but so his action skills are, one of them is like a holographic decoy.
What?
I have
one.
hold on. I have to interrupt because I have a question.
Yes.
And it has to do with the overlay. Why is he Ironstorm 316?
I don't know, because that's what Jacket put on the thing. I would blame Jacket for that.
Okay,
my
carry
gosh.
on.
All I had to do was plug in my headset. I was listening, but it beeped at me, going like you're running out of power.
Is that better?
And then Mike stopped.
Well, you were also like making noise while you were plugging in your headset.
Sorry.
So Zane's action skills, he's got this holographic decoy that not only acts as a decoy, but it'll actually shoot the enemy as well. He's got a
Boy,
drone.
the powerful holographic bullets.
He's got a drone he can send out. He's got and then he's got this cover, the shield cover, that you can apply different elements to it, and when your co-op partners shoot through that shield, it applies the element to their damage. So it's the nice thing is that you're not locked into just a single skill that you can do. So that was like the biggest change as far as the character progression goes for Borderlands. The other thing they changed is when I think previously how it worked is when someone came in and joined your game, kind of like in The Division and stuff like that, I think everything got scaled up to the highest person. Or I'm trying to, it's been a long time since I played co-op Borderlands. It might have been, whoever's game you join, that's the level you are at. So in Borderlands 3, what they're going to have is if let's say I'm level 20 and Iron's level 10, I can join in his game and dynamically in the background, for him, everything is still going to show as level 10. And when he gets his guns, they'll be level 10. For me, everything's going to be appropriate to my level. So I'll get the same...
That's a great system.
I'll get the same guns, but at my level. And unlike previous Borderlands, where it was all pretty much shared loot, this has instanced loot. So there's no fighting over who takes what gun.
Yes,
Iron.
you
yes,
there. Iron from Lunar Castaways.
So it sounds like the loot and the I can't think of the stupid word. But it sounds very Division 2. Like how the loot is controlled and how the leveling, scaling.
Well,
that's it, the scaling.
But the thing is that it doesn't. So like in Division 2,
it scales up the lowest player.
It scales you up.
But the loot that drops is for your lower level.
But what he's saying is, in Borderlands, the enemies aren't like no player is scaling. The enemies will, if you have a level 20 player and a level 10 player, the level 20 player is fighting level 20 enemies. The level 10 player is fighting level 10 enemies.
Okay.
But you're in the same instance. So it's just whoever's
right, and they did that
right.
to make the difficulty the same between people.
Right.
So
okay. Nope. It just sounded like it. I knew it was a little bit different, but it sounded like it. So I just
which there is an upside and a downside to that. Upside is it makes playing co-op a lot funner, I would say, for everyone, because I could play more fun. Makes it more fun.
Thank you.
Because
squirrel.
I could have 50 hours and 3 different characters, and Iron could just be starting the game, and we're at the same difficulty level, essentially. Downside is you can't really do, like, oh...
Iron, can you please bring in the guest to the podcast? She seems to have thoughts about this.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
She was not happy. Oh, I think I know what it was.
So
probably male.
So the downside is kind of like
I think it was mailman.
On a Sunday?
We had an Amazon package.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean the one downside I would say is that there isn't that ability to just say, "Hey, I need help with this. Come just destroy this enemy for me." Which I think you could possibly do in the previous games.
Yeah, I think that I need to dive in and play some. So we need to play together. Because I have it downloaded on my.
You have the game of
PC.
the game of the year enhanced one.
Yeah, like Yuri bought it for me actually.
Oh, nice.
I know he gifted it to me.
So wait a minute. Are you talking on Xbox or PlayStation? Or not Xbox? PC. Well, I wanted to pull up Steam real quick because I think I have.
So while Iron's pulling that up, I will continue. So
yeah.
So the big I guess kind of story of this is there are these 2 twins called the Calypso twins, which I found ironic that Gearbox decided to make them the douchiest of douchey streamers as far as their personality goes.
Boy, twin. You know what? I think I might be the villain of Borderlands 3, y'all. It's the penguins are out and in their own separate people suits in this one.
There you go. So, and then in previous Borderlands, you were always restricted to being on Pandora, so a single planet. Or I guess in the pre-sequel, you could go up to like a space station or a moon or something like that. But this is the first one where you're gonna go to multiple planets. So your home base, called the Sanctuary 3, which was normally just a city on the planet, is now going to be a spaceship. And you can go to all these different planets with the goal of essentially unlocking the vaults on those planets before the big bad guys do.
So
This is really making me want Borderlands 3.
no man's border. I like it.
Yeah.
Just go to multiple planets.
So I am excited, if you couldn't tell. My only concern, and this is just strictly based off of it being that Epic Store exclusive, my only concern is when it does come out on Steam, how is the multiplayer going to work?
That's a good point.
Because there isn't like you don't have. I mean, I guess they could do it based off of what Gearbox has, which is called the Shift. You have like a Shift account.
Yeah.
That you can put in codes to get like the golden keys and stuff. So they could build out a little more functionality to that, make it kind of similar to like Rocket League, where you have like your account for the game, and then you have a specific friends list for that. But you know, in all the previous games, it just went off of your Steam friends list. So with there being a separation now, and I'm sure you'll be able to, if you got it on the Epic Store, you'll be able to invite your Epic friends, or if you got it on Steam later, you'll be able to invite them. I'm just curious as if I buy it now on Epic and Iron waits until April when it comes out on Steam, how are we going to play together?
Yeah.
I mean, you're clearly not. They've built the wall around Epic.
I mean, if that's the case,
Epic is being the new PlayStation.
That's gonna be sad. I doubt that's the case. I have to assume they're gonna build something in.
They have a plan. They clearly have a plan.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have it in there if they don't have it in there at launch, they're clearly going to have something by the time it launches on Steam.
Well, Borderlands one of the ones that was available for pre-sale on Steam, or was it straight Epic right out of the gate?
No, it was Epic right from the announcement.
So yeah, I gotta think they've got something in their back end and they're already ready for this, and
they're gonna call
they knew it was a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
So there's something built in.
There's something built in to the back end. And it is really interesting. It's called Randy Pitchford Magic.
The really interesting question is going to be, with this big push on cross-platform play, are you going to be able to play with your friends on consoles?
I would like to see that.
I mean, maybe on Xbox, but PlayStation doesn't like to play nice.
I can't wait. I really can't wait to for Mike to be playing on Epic while I play Borderlands 3 on my Switch.
Oh god.
Gosh. Even I gotta kind of shoot that down.
So yeah, Borderlands. I'm pushing it. That gameplay reveal pushed me more towards a day one purchase.
You just can't wait.
Then I don't know if I can wait 6 months.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. I don't. There are games that everybody has their like game or games that they will always just, no matter what, buy like day one. Like mine was Ace Combat. I had that pre-ordered and everything, and
I mean the other thing that has also kind of gone into my deliberation is the channel. Like we might get more views having a couple of Borderlands 3 streams when it's new than
go knock on Jacket's door.
Than we would if it's 6 months down the road. So it's just
Yeah.
those
I mean,
those kind of decisions.
the Epic Store isn't the worst thing. It's
No.
just it's not it's lacking features and it's not
And
it's not as good
people
as
have
far
said that
as
their
like
policies are just weird.
they do
Right.
have some really strange apparently like
But
The refund process is a pain.
you know who also had weird policies? Steam.
Yeah,
It's one of those things that
they got to iron it out.
they couldn't. No one can ever come right out of the gate and be Steam.
No.
It's just impossible. It's never gonna happen.
and if somebody doesn't come out of the gate to be more of an all-inclusive, because like all these other launchers that are out are like these are games from our company launchers, right? So it's like EA's or Origin and Uplay and stuff, those are for their games.
Right.
Epic is like, no, yes, our games are on here,
But we're gonna
but
have well, and Origin also has other third-party games on it now. But originally, it was just EA games to start off with.
yeah, but I firmly believe that that Epic is the one that's really gonna push Steam.
Oh yeah, they already have based on the revenue share.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
So
there's nothing wrong with competition. Competition is a good thing. I mean, look at the fact that Madden games have not progressed the way they could have and should have because the 2K games were gone. Shut up, Mike. I mean, competition is good.
Hashtag capitalism.
Yeah.
all right, that's
So-
enough. That's enough about a game that I want to play. Mr. Penguin, what have you been playing this week?
A lovely little game called Homework. Oh, and Minecraft.
I'm not saying like the game we're all playing is Minecraft at this point. Like has that okay?
Obsession is real.
Anybody play a game outside of Minecraft? I've played a little bit of MLB. I played last night.
Did you get the new one?
No, I'm still playing
yeah.
18.
Okay.
I'm waiting for. I'm like, do I want to keep playing 18? And then that's when I asked. I was like, does my progression? Can I still move my character? And if I can still do it, then I'm just gonna keep playing it.
Yeah. So there was a game I wanted to start playing this week, but I've been having a lot of issues. So I've been trying to play Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. And I had it downloaded on on my Shadow, and it won't launch. It won't launch.
Weird.
I've tried a bunch of things. I've tried uninstalling, reinstalling multiple times. I was like, well, fuck. So finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to download it to my PC directly. Because I thought about the fact that I kind of maybe wanted to stream it, but I didn't know. So I downloaded onto my PC directly. I did this yesterday. Launches immediately. No problems. So I don't know what's going on with that, but sometime in the next week and a half, I'm going to start up Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered and start to dive in, because the remaster comes with the DLC, the Tyranny of King George DLC, and all
That
that.
wasn't bad. I played that. It wasn't bad.
And I know the first like a little bit
Once you get through the first like 6 hours of the game, you'll be fine.
it opens. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I understand people didn't really care for the game in that. I fully enjoyed it. I liked the setting. I liked the story.
It's been a long time since I played it, so I can't really.
It's my understanding that the remaster has some quality of life updates as well, not
Yeah.
just visual updates.
I would
It
hope
does.
so.
Yeah, the mechanics have been updated in that, and yeah, it still has its problems. Yeah, it's still kind of odd, but I mean, all Assassin's Creed games were still a little odd once it hit, you know.
Yeah, so that's gonna be my thing this week, or in the coming week or two. But definitely the Blocky League of Evil and Minecraft is really starting to hit. We have if it's still there, if it didn't just randomly despawn, if I log in and it's still there, we currently have the moderately evil llama in our headquarters.
Oh yeah, the trader llama. I'm about to say like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, the trader's llama.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Also, I named my cats.
You named your cats.
The cats have names now. We have Karen, Lauren, and Rebecca.
Okay.
No, I've been working on a basement and my farm, and
I'm gonna come steal all of Iron's cows. And I'm going to
No, I
move him
need
to a different pen.
no, I need them because I need the leather because I'm trying to make an enchantment room. Don't do that to me.
You know how else you
Yes.
can get leather? Kill the trader's llamas.
Yeah, I know that too. You can kill the trader's llamas.
Join the evilness.
I mean,
Embrace.
I'm kind of tempted beating and all that. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of tempting. Um, yeah,
So
Block
so
it like
just
evil
so
now
so
accepting
just
applications.
so just Minecraft for you guys.
just Minecraft. What do you got, Mike? What have
Basically.
you been playing?
So I
I know what he's been
I have
playing.
also been playing Minecraft. I finished the tunnel over to Penguin's headquarters, so we are now connected. Uh, Lindsay has been going off on exploration journeys, and it's either going good or not so good. Depends on the day, apparently. um. So yeah, just Minecraft stuff, and then played. I've been playing a little bit of Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
Does that have
Kinda.
what platform are you playing it on, and does it have online co-op?
I'm playing it on PlayStation, and I don't know.
Because I have it installed and I haven't touched it that much, but
Well,
Oh,
we
I have
I
the
can
had
original.
friends.
I was
we-
wondering which one I have. I have the original.
we can certainly try it out, if you want to. I mean it's a Lego game. The one thing as I keep playing these Lego games that I keep thinking about is there's just something that doesn't sit right with me. And I think it's because they've turned them more into open world games.
Yeah.
But that being said, I have platinumed most of the ones that are on PS4. With a couple of exceptions. I don't think I went through the Lego City one or like the Ninjago movie.
Those don't count.
But I enjoy the Lego games because I enjoy Legos in real life. So I'm now that I have more time, because I'm not working for 2 nights on creative stuff for LCW. It's time to start working through the backlog.
Yeah.
So
And by backlog, he means Minecraft.
I
Back
Really, what's gonna happen?
blocks.
He's gonna sit there. He's gonna sit there at his desk with his PlayStation, and he's gonna play Lego, while Lindsay sits behind him on the couch and plays Minecraft.
She's right there.
Hi.
She's playing Minecraft right now.
No.
No, she's not.
I rage quit.
She rage quit. She must have died. So I played some of that. I've been playing some Borderlands Game of the Year edition remaster or enhanced on my PC.
Nice.
How have your space explorations been going, Mike?
My space explorations.
I know that you had been playing some Elite Dangerous.
Oh yes,
as well.
I have played some Elite Dangerous as well. I'm currently in between things in Elite Dangerous. I haven't decided whether I want to start doing some bounty hunting or some mining or just grinding out some reputation in that game. I need to get together with Tim sometime because I know he has the game and try doing some like multi-crew stuff. Some multiplayer stuff because that sounds fun.
We're getting closer to that No Man's Sky update, y'all.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to buy it on PlayStation.
And then we can go and explore in VR together.
So we can play together in VR.
Except Iron.
So yeah.
I have it. I
Sad.
just don't have VR.
Sad boy Iron can't play in VR.
Sad boy.
He's gonna be too
Iron
busy
Other-
paying Dr. Bills.
Those are the the Borderlands, the
can't. I
Lego
knew it was gonna come up
game,
at some point.
and Minecraft are the main things I've been playing. I will relatively soon. I will make it my goal to actually finish Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You haven't finished Red Dead Redemption 2?
I have not. I'm in
You're
chapter.
fired. Get out.
There it is.
I'm in.
You're done.
I'm
You're done.
in chapter 6.
Just go ahead and pick one of the dogs. Put the dog in the chair. The dog is your replacement. Oh, what is that? That's adorable.
It's a dog toy. I
A
don't
dog
know.
toy?
I don't know what it is. It's some kind of porcupine, I think. And it
Interesting.
has a
Wait,
really
you know what? Hold on.
it has a really annoying squeaker in it.
You did build an amazing tunnel between our bases
I did.
for the Block League of Evil. So, you know what? Rehired.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
All right. Running joke continues.
Bum-bum.
So yeah, Red Dead is kind of highest priority on my backlog. I still need to get through the DLC for Spider-Man.
I gotta finish that too.
That's up there,
Yeah,
and then
number 3 I gotta do.
I've started compiling a playlist of Game Pass games that I want to go through. So
Oh, would you talk to me later about that, because I'm curious. Because there's some that might be multiplayer, some that might be cool to play together. There's
Okay.
a lot of good Game Pass games, so
we will chat about that offline
exactly.
or online, but off stream.
Iron, besides baseball and Minecraft, have you played anything?
No.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Iron, take it home.
So that is it for our show today. So you can catch this on podcast services tomorrow, which is Monday. They should be up around noon Eastern time. If you want entered into our giveaway, go ahead and give us a sub here with your Twitch Prime, as it is the free option. If you would like to pay and instead of doing it, then you can head over to our Patreon and you can subscribe there for a minimum of $3 to be entered. Or you can subscribe to both and you get 2 entries into our giveaway that we are holding at the end of the month. You are able to win a $60 gift card of your choice to the platform of your choice, or hell, even a store if you want. It's whatever. You can even do Olive Garden.
Because
I think
like,
Jack had
I'm
said
like
whatever.
Iron. I'm gonna need a $60 gift card for Carnival
think-
Cruise Lines.
I
Oh,
think Iron's committing to things that
Jack had said whatever, so we'll.
I think Iron's committing crimes against humanity, but that's beside the point.
We'll double check with Jack on that, but from my understanding, it was to whatever. But more than likely, it's going to be a gaming platform in that. So then
I mean,
from
I need to win this so I can finally pre-order either Pokemon Sword or Shield. I'm not sure which one yet.
yeah, so go ahead and sub there. LCW
Actually, give me
is
that
now
look,
on
Mike.
break, so you are able to. Mike, when does the VOD go? At least go on YouTube. If people didn't catch it.
as soon as it's done trimming.
Okay, so yeah, as soon as it's done trimming and everything, then you'll be able to catch the VOD of
Sometime
the last
today,
week
hopefully.
of LCW. You can catch that over on YouTube. And
With the best main event of the season.
It was pretty good.
I will be probably streaming Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday after Allie's training. Thursday is just my normal night. If something changes with Tuesday, I'll let you guys know. Mike will probably be back on Friday streaming. And Saturday we might just do a night stream since LCW is
Yeah,
no more.
I might stream some today too. Mention to Jacket maybe doing a Red Dead stream.
Dang.
I'm gonna be playing homework today. I've got 2 more assignments to finish, and then I'm
gonna
done
be
for the spring semester.
I'm gonna be playing yard work,
Yep.
as in
I'm gonna
like
be
lawnmower and not
I'm gonna be
anything
playing
with ladders.
errands, and then I mean honestly I'll probably play some Minecraft today too, but
Dude, you know I'm being for some more Minecraft later.
I'm trying my hardest not to get completely sucked in and only play Minecraft.
We're
It's too late,
failing
I'm already done.
miserably at this.
Yeah, it's too late. It's pretty much consumed it at this point. So yeah, I believe that is everything. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. And until next time, everybody, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
And I have stopped recording.
Damn, dude, didn't even pimp out my channel.
I thought about
at the
that
end.
after I hit the end.
Too
after
late.
I stopped it and everything, I thought about it.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure you
We-
pimped it in the beginning. So
Yeah, I did. I always pimp it. Usually when I announce you, I pimp it then. So
I mean,
yeah, I got pimped.
we should also probably maybe start doing like everyone gets to
oh, we're in the post show now.
gets to say
guys.
something.
Yeah.
Welcome to the post show. We got fun
Post
games.
All right, I'm exporting my MP3, but I will not start uploading it until after we are done with the post show.
Yeah, I'm exporting mine. Glad I told my dad 11:30, Penguin.
Hey, Shonen, when are you gonna get your mic fixed for Minecraft so you can actually
It's
talk
not
to
fixed.
us?
He's got to buy a whole new set.
Well, that's
Hey.
kind of what I'm asking, Iron. When's the mic gonna be working?
Whoa! Hold on. Like, what do we need? What kind of mic do we need? Can we pull together and make something happen?
I mean, I have a
I got an afterglow one that would probably work.
I have a stinger, like a HyperX stinger that I could ship that out to him.
We're just trying to help you out here, Shonen. We want you to be part of the talkie team.
I'm sure I have like the PS4 headset thing that comes with the PS4 somewhere around here.
The little earbud
Damn, that's just brutal.
that hurts your ear.
I mean, I'm. You know what? I don't think I do. I think I throw those out immediately.
Amber alert.
Uh-oh. Those are never good.
Yeah, they're really not. But you know.
We know that you lasted a long while without a mic, Shonen, but we want to talk to you. We want to hear your voice, so that you can demand your diamond payment when you come mine up our diamond.
True story.
Last time he came and got diamonds for me and everything, he was like, "We need to build a railway if you're gonna keep mining over here."
I believe the Blocky League of Evil has the monopoly on railways here, sir.
I'm pretty sure I gave you some.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. But yes, I'm pretty sure you gave me some.
Yeah, I gave you like a stack and a half.
Alrighty then.
Hello, Lily
So
Kostashi.
I didn't. I guess I
Howdy.
didn't. I guess I didn't even. I didn't.
Upload
proof,
complete.
I didn't proof these overlays that Jack had sent me.
Apparently not. 316. What is this? I like.
Iron Storm 316.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'll
dun,
just
dun,
whoop
dun.
your ass.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, hold on. Let me go get some beer cans.
Just
You have to smash them and then just dump it all over yourself.
yeah, never actually drink it. Like we're watching some of the old pay-per-views, and he never actually drinks it. He pours it in his mouth and he just spits it out. And, like I get it because it's Coors, but
Yeah.
some garbage ass beer. Some garbage ass beer.
Today's theme. Today's theme was we kind of talked about Borderlands and everything.
Borderlands.
You know, while
that was a big
we're
topic.
sitting here, we know inevitably Jacket is going to go into the podcast chat on the Discord and he's going to ask us for a name. It happens
That's
every
true.
time.
Yep.
So let's work on this. We need a name for today's episode. I say we call it Penguin's Always Right, and we just name every episode Penguin's Always Right. But that's just me.
I already exported them.
Could be just like Mike is really excited, and then just a picture of like the thumbnail can be just like a picture of Mike, but not with an excited face at all. You can just have like this very like straight face, just like
just take a screen grab of me when Penguin mentioned Madden. Just
We should call it Randy Pitchford's Magic.
just
Oh,
mentioned like one
yeah.
time in the whole episode.
I
It's
mean
not-
that might get
I
some
don't
clicks.
care.
That might get some clicks just for people looking for his magic tricks.
That's true. See, I'm thinking ahead.
What the shit is this clickbait bullshit? We'll be like,
Borderlands.
Um,
Borderlands. So I've run into a little bit of a dilemma as far as Borderlands go.
okay.
So I was playing yesterday, and I was playing on my, at my desk with my mouse and my keyboard, and I'm like,
Mhm.
something. For some reason, I was like, something just doesn't feel right, and I I don't know if for Borderlands 1 if I like playing with a controller better. It's just
Test
it's
it out.
well, I've been playing it, like I started playing it on my Steam Link upstairs, so I was playing with a PS4 controller. And like I'm like this feels okay, but I was like but hitting like the square button to use stuff was it's just like both controls have things that just
Don't feel good.
don't feel good. And maybe it's just I need to remap my PC controls because Borderlands came out in 2009, 2010, somewhere in there, I think. So that was back when it was like, oh yeah, you press E to use everything. And now I've just gotten used to games being like, oh, well, we have stuff on Q and E, so push F to use everything. So maybe I just need to go in and remap some controls. I don't know.
update on the Avengers spot. They are now number 2.
What is on Penguin's head? He is wearing a unicorn hat.
Oh, naturally.
It has a rainbow mane.
Which I didn't mention during the stream, but I did LOL when British Rob asked why is the unicorn
Yeah.
wearing a penguin on its butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, lol.
Yeah. But I saw an article, so I went and looked it up. Avengers Endgame is now at $2.188 billion. Titanic was at 2.187.
I think British Rob has given us a hell of a title.
Yeah, I know.
The one
yeah.
the one where British Rob actually turned up live in the chat and didn't offer anything helpful. I mean, that's a mouthful, but we might be able to make it work.
Oh, wow, that is insane. Somebody please explain to me how Titanic has now fallen to number 3. In 2 weeks. It took Avengers 2 weeks
It's because
to become the second movie of all time.
It's because Rose let go.
If she had just put Jack on that door with her,
Or
Titanic would have $4 billion.
Or if she would have done what she said and just never let go.
Right? Just the image of her holding his frozen corpse.
Yeah.
Then,
Or
like, later on in the movie, when she's walking around the ship, she's just dragging a skeleton with her.
Or if she was truly in love, she would have gone down with him.
This isn't a Dido song, man. People who know the Dido song.
But then I guess we wouldn't have gotten the image of the old lady throwing the necklace into the ocean.
I will say, if you adjust for inflation, as of 2017, Endgame would only be. What did I say? What did I say? Endgame was at right now? 2 point.
It would be number 3. It's past Titanic, so adjusted for inflation, it would still be higher than Titanic.
2.1. No, it wouldn't. Adjusted for inflation, it'd only be at number 9.
Really?
Yeah. Gone with the Wind is leading with 3.7. Avatar with 3.25. Titanic with 3.078. Star Wars. Wait a minute. Which Star Wars? Oh, the original. Okay, so the original Star Wars at 3.04. Sound of Music with 2.54. E.T. with 2.48. Ten Commandments at 2.35. Doctors Zavago?
Dr. Zhivago?
Yeah, I don't know. At 2.23. Jaws was 2.182. And The Force Awakens was 2.14.
So Penguin, the other thing we forgot to mention in our controller rambling about the Elite
What
controller? The trigger stops.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm.
How you can stop it midway. Honestly, I don't have my controllers full open like ever, or my triggers.
So
I only
granted,
have it
this
on
is
certain
cheating.
games, like so there on Manual Samuel, you can't play it correctly if you can't push the triggers all the way down because it's pressure sensitive in that game.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you kind of take the entire franchise, I know it's kind of cheating because it's got 22 films. Um, it is Marvel has grossed over almost 21 billion dollars.
Hey, did y'all know? Did y'all know that Avengers Endgame is currently the highest grossing movie of 2019?
I wonder why.
It's so good. I need to see it again.
Yeah. The only one that's closer to that is Star Wars with 9.2 billion, but that only has 11 movies. James Bond has 26 movies and it's only made $7 billion.
Yeah, yes, British Rob. I know that the Steam controller has 2 stage triggers as well.
Um, okay, so I am gonna jump off though because I'm gonna start doing all of
Yep.
my stuff.
It's a good time for me to hop off too.
All right.
So
I guess we're ending here. Thanks for
And this
hanging
is
out
where
with
we-
us, guys.
Yep.
We'll be online.
later,
see ya.
everybody.
Bye.
Soon.